It's my favorite evening. I'm pacing around the floor. Got southern woods and waters gonna take me out the door. Got coffee on the perkin. I'm about to have some fun. They'll have my mind chasing some critter on the run. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Make me hear that sound of a fish that's breaking water or the bawling of some hound. Make me smell that river mud, feel clean air on my face. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Show me that special place.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. So glad you've all joined us here this evening. I know tonight's show is one that I've been looking forward to now for several weeks, and we've talked about it over the last couple of weeks, but we're going to be taking y'all down to Percy Priest Lake, and we're going to be crappie fishing. We're heading out there with Danny and Brian McCloud, and they're going to be after crappie on Priest, and this is wintertime fishing. This is from just a couple weeks ago, so very up to date. And we're going to be talking all about the baits that they're using, the techniques they use, and just all about the ways that they catch these fish in the winter. So as you can see now, I've got Danny and Brian both here in the house with us tonight. Thank y'all both for being here with us.
Absolutely.
You know, Dayton, you went out, and I got to give Dayton props on this one. He was on that boat with y'all the whole time, and he says he never made a cast. Now, is that true, Danny?
He never made a cast.
He filmed the whole time.
Dedicated my time.
He sure did.
Dedicated.
Just make sure.
Himself to filming this for you guys, but really, you did a great job, Dayton. But y'all, you share a lot, Danny, in this, and we're gonna get into this tonight as we go through the night. But just to hit on it, and you'll hear it in some of the video. This isn't your first rodeo. You've done this a long time on Priest now, haven't you?
Yes, I've been doing it for, like I said, 35 years. So I moved here from Gallatin.
Yeah.
And it's been on and off, and it seems like the crappie are getting stronger and stronger each year.
Yeah.
So, and catching a few black nose here and there, you know.
I saw you got a good one the other day. Yeah.
There's some nice fish.
Well, guys, we're going to take you on down there now. We're going to head over to Percy Priest and check out the first segment of this trip and see how you guys are catching these cold weather crappie.
Sumner County boy over here.
That's right.
I wasn't going to tell everybody.
I didn't know that. So this has caused problems. I mean, we're going to have to talk about this.
Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, Dayton Blair here from Southern Woods and Waters. We're over here on Percy Priest Lake this morning with a good friend, Danny McCloud. He's going to take us crappie fishing. It's a little cool out. It's around the holidays, end of November, 1st of December. He's got a great technique. Danny's a real good friend of mine. And we're going to take y'all out here and see what we can do this morning. You can see it's foggy this morning a little bit, but that's not really going to matter. The lake's down. They're starting to pull it down to winter pool. It's a little bit more than halfway down. What do you think, Danny? We're going to do any good?
I'm sure we will.
All right, good.
I'm pretty positive.
All right. Guys, we're going to go out here and see what we can do.
It's a stump under the water here. And they could be on the upriver side, they could be on the downriver side of it. Depending on, and today they got current, so chances are it could pretty much be on the downside today. When I make a cast, I don't like to cast with it like that.
Right.
That's not natural. That's always pull it to the back of the hook where it lays natural.
Natural. Big old crappie, he's saying.
Big.
What you got there? Oh, yeah.
Big slab.
Big old crappie. Oh, yeah. Don't show Brian and Dowdy that stuff. Look at that.
Hey.
There's a meal. Danny said if it won't hit the float, he'll put it to him.
I go down under.
That's right. That's right.
That's small for what's in here. Priest is a fish factory. And I think I'll keep a few today.
That's right. You catch them all the time, don't you, Danny?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Try to. Trust, I've been fishing out here today. 35 years I've been putting in right there.
Right.
So I've done my homework. Don't have no live scope.
That's right.
Just something I do. And they seem to be deep. I tried that float, but I can go a little deeper. But if you watch that line, and it
Clicks.
jump.
There he is.
Good one.
There he is.
Another good one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is a real good one.
Oh, big old slab. Look at that. Look at that. Come right off. That's how they do. That's why you net them.
That's why I knitted that one. That's
Old sandwich. Look at that big fine thing there.
Percy Priest Lake right there. Look at the girth on that.
Look at that fat thing. Wintertime crappie. They're getting their fatness back. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
What do you got there?
Oh my goodness. Big, big, big.
Huh? Uh-oh.
There.
Catfish, crappie, drum.
That's crappie.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm pretty positive stuff.
I don't know about that.
It might be foul hook.
Oh, it is. Big old slab.
Well, the line jumped. That tells you something. I got that. There's more than that in there.
Yep.
That's why he felt so big.
You notice we got our running light on. It's a little foggy this morning. Don't want to get ran over. Uh-oh, here we go.
You got a son.
Hold on to him.
Lay in there with him.
I'm talking about, hang on to him. Oh, look yonder. Heck yeah, he needs a net. That's a monster.
Just take it easy with him.
That's a good one.
Real nice fish.
I mean, a nice one.
2 pound crappie right there.
That's a big one right there.
Man, look at underwater crappie.
Let's get that one up there.
Right there. That's where it's at.
I'm talking about. He had that down in there, choked her up in there.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about a salmon.
Fog's got them deep this morning. Deep, super deep. Fishing 20 foot of water.
Danny, do you think it spooks them a little bit when you catch a couple out maybe sometimes?
Well, when it's, I think, I might be wrong, but when the water's cold, like it is, I don't think they'll swim, and you know what I mean? You won't pull the scoop as much as you would if it was warm. But when they that deep, I don't think it bothers them as much. But when you know how shallow fish are, you can spook them easier than you can a deep fish. But no, to answer your question, I don't think it bothers them because of the temperature, water temperature, and depth. Too is you can.
Here's a big one. Fish on, boys.
You can change a bait color.
I think he might keep.
Nope, he's a short, looks like.
Look at him. Nice one.
A good one.
What you got there, Danny?
I think it's a big old slab.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Come on, jump for him. I know you got it in you. Come on. Come on.
Oh, there we go.
That's what I thought.
Wintertime crappie fishing, fellas. Great job.
It don't get no better than this.
What you got there, Danny?
I put a little super glue on the end of it. Keep my bait up. Keep them ripping.
Yeah.
Use so much. Saves you time and money.
Danny, what do you like about that multicolored line you got? Is that strike indication you like on that, or?
I It's more or less it's Mr. Crappie camo crappie fishing line, and when you get to being my age, 50, in the 50s, I ain't gonna call my name, but anyway, age. But your eyesight gets weak, and this helps me, and I'm a line watcher.
Right.
So a clear fluorescent line is hard for me to see.
Right.
Throw back.
Had to take that float off a little deeper, ain't they?
Yep. It's crazy too because they want him to come up to get it. You got to be in their area. They're not swimming to get it. Let's see what happens right here. Got him.
Got him. There's muzzle motors going off all around the lake.
All right, it's time for this week's Wild Game Forecast, being sponsored by our friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. Y'all can stop in and see them at one of over 30 Middle Tennessee locations. Be sure to let them take care of all your banking and financial needs, and tell them thank you for all they do for us here at the show. Well, guys, what do y'all think is going to be going on? All this rain's coming here, Dayton. I know the generators are running wide open. What's going to be happening now, though, over the next week or so?
Man, the water's going to rise up. Not real bad. It'll take a couple of days for it to stable and a couple of days for them to get it back down. But like in your creeks, like if you're a catfisherman like me and getting back to the creeks, you're going to have so much leaves and so much moss and stuff coming through that it just won't sit on the bottom. So you're going to have to get out of the creeks and stuff for stuff like that. But I mean, as soon as this settles and starts starts clearing back up, and it's going to happen.
Danny's getting fidgety over right now just thinking about it. Think about all that new water that's going to be in there next week.
All that fresh water, dirty water.
It is.
You know, it rained, and it rained 65 degrees, 68 degrees, and 60 degrees. So all that rainwater is actually warmer than the lake, and when you throw all that rainwater into the lake, it kind of warms it back up and gets more current flowing in your creeks, and fish have a tendency to move up in the creeks more.
Well, what's it going to do to the crappie, you think, Danny, over the next week or two?
I believe it's going to be excellent, because I'm going to tell you the reason why. The water was cold. We got all this, like I said, like Dayton was saying, the warmer rain.
Yep. Fresh water.
Fresh water, warming temperatures. And like you said, it's just washing all of everything out of the creeks, and it just turns over everything. And here comes everything else behind it, bait fish, and what follows bait fish.
Yeah.
And then there's all the trash people leave on the bank coming right by you too.
That's already gone.
It's already gone. It's gone now.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bad out there.
It has.
As far as trash.
Well, guys, we're going to get ready to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some more Southern Woods and Waters.